Yo, 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 yo. I said, yo, 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 yo. What's going on, y'all? My name is Marcus Rosa, aka Mazuma TV. Back at y'all with another video, man. I hope everybody's having a blessed, beautiful, positive, productive weekend. I'm back kicking it with my son right now, man. I ain't been on live these past couple days because he is sick. So I've been attending to him. So my apologies for not being consistent throughout this weekend, but we on today. And we got some boxing we need to speak about, man. Yo, shout out to everybody in the building, man. Big Luke. And that man said Ryan Garcia's shoulder, bro, needs some milk. We gonna talk about it, baby. That's hilarious. Shout out to Big Luke. Notes, what's going on? Teach, Lorenzo. I ain't see Lorenzo in a little minute. How you doing, my brother? Slime Stop Motion, Sharon. We in the building, baby. What's going on, man? I got my boy in the building as well. Clay Moraine.
What up,
What's
though?
going on, brother? What's
Hold
going
on, let
on,
me
my
turn
brother?
off all
Yeah,
this
yeah.
stuff, man. Oh my God, bro.
Yeah, we
So much.
definitely got some things we need to speak about. But I'm trying to
Where we
find my
gonna
remote
start?
right now. Yeah, I want to make sure you can hear me correctly, right? Everything good
Oh
over
yeah, I hear
there?
you clear. I hear you clear for
All
sure.
right, cool. So I don't need to check now. You know what I
Right.
mean? But let's get to talking about it, man. Cause I don't know how much time I got before my son wake up. You know what I mean?
I don't know how much.
I
Yo,
ain't,
yeah,
I'm not
we
even
gotta
worried.
do. We
I ain't
gotta do
even
what we
worried about
do.
it. I ain't even worried about it.
I gotta go to work tomorrow, so let's get it.
All right,
Let's
man.
get it.
So
I had to stay up for this though. Let's talk
yeah.
about it. Wherever you want to go, you set it off. You set it off. You get where you want to start at?
All right, let's just talk. Let's get straight into the shits, man.
You want to
Ryan
say the fight
Garcia.
for last, or you want to say, or you want to talk about the fight first?
Which one are you talking about?
I mean, the fight we just watched, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's that, and then there's I don't know, hot topics first or the fight.
Nah. We gonna speak on the fight, man. We gonna speak on the fight.
All right, all right, all
We can
right.
get into that. We can get into the topics later on. But okay. All right. So let's talk about Ryan Garcia and Oscar Duarte, man. Let's get straight into it. Before I get into that, though, man, Floyd Schofield steamrolled that boy. One
Yeah,
round,
I think he was
steamrolled him.
supposed to though, right? Wasn't he supposed to?
They was talking about how he might be a test because it took Mark Castro 7 rounds to stop the dude or whatever. That was their whole thing, and he stopped him um quickly. You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah. So let's get into the shits, man. So Ryan Garcia versus Oscar Duarte. I didn't really watch any of Oscar Duarte's fights prior to the Ryan Garcia fight. I ain't gonna lie to you. I watched the highlight reel and I
Mhm,
recognized what type of fighter he was right away.
mhm.
But it seemed like Oscar De La Hoya was real enthusiastic about Oscar Duarte's chances against Ryan Garcia, considering the fact that he said something along the lines of him being on like 11 fight knockout streak and
Right.
just being so he seemed extremely confident with this style matchup against Ryan Garcia. Because they on bad terms as of right now. So and he knows Ryan Garcia gonna leave him. So with that being said, it's like he could care less whether Ryan wins or loses. You know what I
Right.
mean? That's what I honestly believe. So looking at this fight right here, man, I didn't really know what to expect. I knew that Oscar Duarte was a hard puncher. I knew that he was a pressure fighter. And I knew that he had good combination punching from what I seen. But what I did notice, I kept it to myself. But what I did notice was that he was big. He was a combination puncher, but not in the center of the ring.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? It was mainly when he had his opponents against the ropes. So I knew that Ryan Garcia was capable of doing what he did tonight. You know what I mean? Going into the fight. Now we transitioning on to the fight. Ryan Garcia, I wanted to see what changes he had made since he's been with Derrick James. You know what I'm saying? Since he's been with Derrick James, he used his jab consistently throughout the time. Now, was it the best jab? Not necessarily. That's just me as a coach. That's my opinion. Wasn't the best jab. I saw him reaching in his jabs a few times, but it was a consistent jab nonetheless, and that's better than what he typically does. You know what I mean? So it was a good solid jab that he had out there. You know what I mean? You could tell that Derrick James is really, you know what I'm saying? You can tell that that's what they've been working on the entire camp, just using his range and just using his jab and stuff like that. But was it the most prolific jab I've seen? No, not at all. It seemed, like I said, it seems like he was reaching at certain times, but he had a solid one. And then what really stood out to me more than anything was his movement. He showcased a lot of movement in the fight, And what I did notice was Oscar Duarte had a hard time punching while on the move, which is crazy to me. Like, it's like, yo, these guys get up to the elite level and don't even know like the basics, like punching going to your right, punching going to your left, punching going forward, punching going backwards. That's something that you should know before you even step into your first amateur fight. Point blank, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of my guys are capable of doing so. You know what I mean? He did okay with cutting off the ring because he had Ryan Garcia trapped against the ropes a couple times, and I feel like there was a lot of opportunities that Oscar Duarte could have had, especially on the inside. Right. And he became gun shy. Now, I didn't see him gun shy in any of his previous fights, so I'm assuming that he felt something from Ryan, and he was like, "Oh, I'm not about to be taking all these chances." He became extremely cautious. There were times where he was in close quarters with Ryan Garcia and would not let his hands go. You know what I'm saying? And Ryan Garcia was able to exit safely when he shouldn't have. You know what I mean? But as the fight started to warm up, I seen that Oscar Duarte was letting his hands go more. You know what I mean? He got a little bit more comfortable in the whole situation. I actually had him I had it 4-0, just like how the official ringside, because I felt like Ryan Garcia was dictating the whole fight with his jab. Right. You know what I mean? He let off a combination here and there, and then like he'll catch him with little shots coming in while he was showcasing some movement. So, but I've seen his movement when he sparred Rolly Romero. I've seen that he was capable of using movement. He just hasn't done it in his recent fights. And I think Derrick James put that thing right back in his toolbox. You know what I'm saying? Pause. Like got his
I've been getting up on my pause, by the way. I'm getting better with my pause. Go ahead.
His toolbox. That's crazy.
Yo, he said in his toolbox. Yo.
Put that thing in his toolbox.
That's crazy. Yo. Stay out his toolbox, Mark. Stay out his toolbox, bro. We ain't got nothing in his toolbox we looking for, bro. You let him keep that's his toolbox, bro. You let him have his toolbox, bro.
All right. So like I was saying, that's crazy as hell.
Like
that's
in his toolbox. What
wow.
do you, yo? Stay out his toolbox. We good.
all right. So what I was trying to say was, I was trying to say was Derrick James like reminded him of what he was capable of doing and brought it back into his style of fighting. That's what I meant to say. He did a pretty good job with it. Now it was. Until the knockout, I thought that he was doing a little bit too much movement without any offense. You know what I mean? It seemed like he was just waiting for the big opportunity, and I guess he got it. But for the most part, it was a lot of movement. And I'm thinking like, damn, you was just talking crazy about Shakur for doing this, and you doing it right now. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, I guess that left hook that he got him against the ropes with, build him out. You know what I mean? Duarte tried to keep his poker face on and make it seem like nothing was wrong, but his legs snitched on him. You know what I mean? His legs was gone. He was trying to hold on to the rope, and his leg completely tweaked on him. Ryan Garcia noticed it. Got some good killer instinct. Ryan Garcia always had good killer instinct. That's something that I could give him. He's seen it. He let his hands go, overwhelmed him with combinations until he took that knee. Now, the ref made it extremely clear what the count was. You know what I'm saying?
In his face.
Yo, like straight up on him, like, yo, he not far away. And he was giving him the opportunity to get up. Like, it wasn't like he was about to automatically stop it. He was granting him the opportunity to get up to continue the fight. I don't know if Duarte wasn't aware of the count, if that's how hurt he was, but or he just didn't want any more after that. I'm not sure exactly what the situation was, but it seemed like he was kind of upset when he had got up and the ref waved it off. But I'm like, bro, you got up as he was about to hit 10. Like, you got up at like 9.5.
It felt like you got up on 10 damn near.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you got up at like 9 3/4, bro. Like, when you do that, that's a bad John. Like, that's why you're supposed to at least get up till 8. And if you're a crafty veteran, you spit the mouthpiece out or whatever. You make You make the ref stop the bout. You know what I'm saying? Your corner take their time putting water on the mouthpiece or whatever. You know what I'm saying? All that. you would have had an additional probably 15 to 18 seconds to get yourself together. Crafty veteran move, but like I said, a lot of these dudes don't really prepare for them type of situations. You know what I mean? They don't think about getting knocked out. That's not something that they practice in camp, but that's a crafty veteran move that if you watch other fighters do it, ends up working to their benefit, or it just gives them more time to recuperate. You know what I'm saying? So that's that he got up exactly at 10. That was a bad John. And that's the reason why he lost the fight. You know what I mean? You got up too late. Too late. You know what I'm saying? You should have got up at 8 and you would have been cool. But that was my overall assessment of the fight. It wasn't nothing I was really too impressed with Ryan Garcia. It seemed like he was pretty much himself. You know what I mean? He still showed like some defense. Oh yeah. I'd be remiss if I didn't speak on the little shoulder roll he did. You know what I mean? I don't know exactly where he learned that from, because I know he didn't learn that from Derrick James. I don't know where he learned that from, because when they was interviewing Derrick James in the corner, he was like, "Yeah, I don't know exactly what he's doing."
He was like, "I'll box."
He was like, Derrick James was like, "Nah, like I don't know exactly what he's doing, but I guess he's comfortable doing what he's doing or whatever." And then when Ryan went back to the corner, he was like, "Yo, you need to pick your hands up." You know what I'm saying? So he pretty much told him like, "Yo, bro, I don't know where you got that from, but we not about to do that here," because the more he was doing it, it was like Duarte was slowly but surely finding his left hook. You know what I'm saying? He was doubling it and tripling it up top. Like he was hitting the torso area, hitting the body. And there was a couple times where it was just off the mark of his temple. You know what I mean? And that's something you really can't afford to do. Right. Especially coming up, you can't do that against somebody who punching like Oscar Duarte. Like that dude was chiseled on the scale. He looked even bigger in the ring. He looked like a full-fledged like junior middleweight in there tonight. You know what I'm saying? So he showed a lot of, he still got some things to work on defensively, but I see that he actually learned something from Derrick James. But in the process, it seems like he just picks up his own ideas and goes about it from there. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't seem like he really listens to his corner too much.
100%.
And they made a solid point about Ryan Garcia. 3 different trainers in 3 years, bro. Now, when them type of things happen, that's not usually a trainer problem. It's usually a fighter problem. You know what I'm saying? Because they were all elite dudes. They were all elite dudes that he was training with. Whether we talking about Joe Goosen, who was he with? He was with Joe Goosen. Who was he with? Canelo and them.
Reynoso.
Yeah,
right?
Eddie Reynoso, Canelo, Team Canelo. He was with Joe Goosen, and then he came over to Derrick James. They're all elite trainers that could get you where you need to go as long as you listen. They all got world champions under their resume. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, he seems like he's comfortable with Derrick James. I hope he continues to go over there and learn the fundamentals. Step in the right direction, but still has a lot of work to do. Got the 8th round knockout. Nice left hook. You know what I mean? That's his bread and butter right there. Like I said, dude can't recuperate, and him getting up at 10, it cost him.
Yes, sir. I agree. I mean, so many different angles on. First of all, congratulations to Ryan. Good, you won. And I think a win puts perspective on everything, right? When you win, it just puts perspective on a lot of other stuff that outside of that win, I think we'd had more complaints. The funny shoulder thing he was doing, Derrick got to nip that in the butt. That's gonna get you laid out. That thing was weird looking to me. He kept turning his back, doing his turn his back thing, and he's really on some like he didn't want to engage thing. And I think I gave that more to him being a little gun shy. I think him coming fresh from the Gervonta Davis situation and getting into the ring the first time and knowing that he was facing a power puncher made him real tentative on engaging. You know what I mean? So I think that's what we saw with that. Shout out to Derrick James, because I was definitely watching Derrick James. For me personally, I think Derrick James has been having some bad luck with his fighters. They haven't really been listening to him. So it was good to actually see him get to Ryan, and I saw the effect he had on Ryan when he finally got his attention and watched Ryan adjust. In that same round you're talking about when he said pick up his hands, he actually dropped some like jewels on him in that round, that corner, that really like helped Ryan win that round damn near. You know what I'm saying? Like brought him back from the dead. I think that that Ryan has a lot more to work on. A lot more.
Do you remember what it was that he said?
Huh?
Do you remember what it was?
Yeah, he told him that he was telling him about Oscar Duarte and his feet, basically saying that when he plants his feet, he's dangerous. But when he's moving, he can't throw punches. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I just said. Yeah,
right. He was explaining to him that when he's moving, he can't throw punches. So when he plants his feet, you need to get away and keep him moving. And you saw Ryan actually implement that. And catch. That's how he actually caught Duarte, you know what I'm saying, with that left hook. He moved him. Duarte tried to come in, bomb, caught him. Duarte put that hand down. You saw that he was trying to punch, and he does. It's weird. He doesn't know how to punch moving forward. Like he's real, what's the word I'm looking for? Like he doesn't do it properly. He leaves himself open. And I saw that too in old videos that I watched of Oscar Duarte. I saw that
you got like a static sound.
Is that me?
Yeah. I muted my mic and it was still going on. I don't know what's going on.
Mic check. Let me think. Something's moving here. Let's think here. What is it? Hold on one second. Let me check something real quick.
Okay, no problem. Well, let me see. 93 Octane says Ryan gonna end up with organ damage with that Dollar General shoulder roll. Okay. Yeah. I don't know who taught him that. I don't know if that's something that he just seen and he just tried out one day. I just know that that's not Derek James' specialty. I know that's not something that he really works on with his fighters. I never seen Jamel do a shoulder roll. I never seen Earl do a shoulder roll. I never seen Ryan Martin do a shoulder roll, to my knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So with that, I never see Anthony Joshua try when he was with Derek James neither. Nah, I can't hear you.
Yeah, now you can hear me. I don't think it's me, man. I just muted my mic.
Yeah, bro, I can hear it. I just started hearing it now.
Yeah, because I heard it when you were talking. I'm trying to figure out if it was me. Hold
on. Look. I'm about to mute my mic right now.
Okay.
Go ahead and talk.
Mic check. I don't hear it no more. You're muted. I don't hear it. You're muted. I don't hear the sound no more. You hear the sound?
Can y'all, do y'all hear? It's me? Who is it? Is it really? What the fuck? Okay. Let me see what's going on. Okay, so if it's me, that's my apologies. I don't know.
No, it's all good.
Okay. I don't even know how to go about this shit. What the fuck do I do?
Mic check.
All right, I'm going. How about now? Let me leave and come back. All right.
Should I can stay on? You'll be able to come right back and I can stay here?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it was him, it wasn't me. Because it went away now.
You?
Yeah, you clear.
All good? Nothing?
I don't hear nothing.
All right, cool. Let's keep that shit like that now.
All right, yeah.
My apologies for that.
No, it's all good, man. That's equipment. What can we do, man? It goes bad sometimes. But Derek James made a little bit of a redemption for himself. I think I could see the work that he put in with Ryan. I was also watching him. I felt like he was in the ring tonight for me. I was watching what he was going to do. As far as Duarte is concerned, you could see that he didn't get the looks. He hasn't gotten a lot of looks in his career. It seems like his fights have been kind of like tailor-made for him, and he hasn't gotten the looks that he needs to make the adjustments that he needs to make. Because usually it's the looks. It's usually the issues that you go through and solving those problems that make you more well-rounded, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Even though he probably learned how to punch going forward and backwards, like when he first started boxing, if you go, 10 years, because, 10 years of not ever using it, you know what I'm saying? I was going to say the wrong word. If you go to 10 years without using the tool, you know what I'm saying? Pause. You know what I'm saying? I still did it. If you go 10 years without using that skill set, it can get rusty. And it seems like he just was used to walking down opponents and kind of approaching with a Canelo type of energy where, like, eventually I'm going to get you against the rope. Eventually I'm going to get you in a situation where I'm going to land this hook and it's going to make a difference. So I'm going to take it. Ryan's power was there tonight. I questioned Ryan's power a little bit as a fight was going, because I felt like Ryan was landing a lot of shots, and I'm like, man, I don't see this dude slowing down really. I'm like, but like you said, it took later for me to notice that, you know what, Duarte's not throwing punches. So I'm like, all right, so the power punches are working. He's not throwing the power punches. So it became effective. You know what I mean? Ultimately, in the 8th round, it came together. I thought it was a messy fight, though. When you think of Gervonta Davis, he better not say Gervonta Davis's name again. Not with that fight. Don't ask for him. That's a bad idea for you. Gervonta Davis would tear you up, would tear all that he was doing up. That's not going to work against Gervonta Tank Davis. Honestly, in the 140-pound division, yeah, he needs to fight Rolly next. That's his best bet.
That's his only bet. No, I'm not even trying to be disrespectful. I'm not even trying to come crazy at Ryan Garcia. But like, in all honesty, bro, when you look at all the other guys in the division, bro, it's like, especially if we talking about the champions,
forget it.
The only one he actually got a shot against is Rolly, bro. I don't think he could beat Regis. I don't think he could beat Devin. I don't see it, bro. I don't see him beating Subriel.
Hell no.
I don't see him beating none of them dudes, bro. Like, but he even admitted it. He was like, "Oh, before I go," he said it in the interview. He said, "Before I go in Devin Haney's direction or anybody like that," he said, "I just want to continue learning with my trainer." That's exactly what he said. So I think he's aware. He's aware that he needs some. He still needs some things to learn and mature in the fighter. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things he need to. It's a lot of things he need to correct, bro. But as of right now, I guess it's a step in the right direction. I wasn't really impressed, but he's doing things with Derrick James that he wasn't doing prior to Derrick James. So
he was tucking the chin. The chin wasn't high, man.
Yeah, I didn't see him. I noticed that he ain't pull his chin out.
Instead, he threw it back under his armpit.
Yeah.
He threw it in his armpit, but you could see that he's trying to make some adjustments. But at the end of the day, the more the story goes, you're not ready, Ryan. And we need to see more. You're not ready. Congratulations on your win, though. What's up, South?
Southpaw, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Hell yeah, all good, man. I just watched that fight with Ryan where he was trying to Philly shell, but instead of he was doing this.
Yeah, he was
turning his back. And what was crazy was when Ryan was getting hit in the back of the head, the ref was warning the dude.
I was warning that too. The ref was wilding out on dude
to the shot, bro. Like you're turning your head to the shot. Why are you warning the fighter? That's not the fighter's fault. If he's trying to throw a left hook and he turned his head over and he get hit in the back of the head, that's Ryan's fault.
Yeah. One thing I seen that was smart from Duarte was he was making Ryan fight off the back foot. He was backing Ryan up the whole time. I'm sure he got that advice from his corner. Ryan was basically he was talking shit about Shakur for running, but Ryan was running that whole fight. Only thing that saved him was his money punch that been saving him his whole career. That strong left hand. And without that punch, I think Duarte would have ran him over. But yeah, he was undersized, short reach, tailor made for Ryan. But yeah, Marcus right. I don't see Ryan beating no champion, maybe Rolly. But that's it.
Best shot.
I don't think he improved much of anything. I seen panic in him. I seen just a guy who just I don't know how far you know how some guys are young and then they develop, and I think he has reached his ceiling. I don't see much. I don't think he could evolve. This is what I see, and I like Ryan.
Man, you might be right, Southpaw. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, there was points where like he was against the ropes and Duarte would be throwing combinations and he'll literally turn his back.
Yeah.
Like in the amateurs, that's a stoppage. Like if you turn your back,
because you don't want to fight.
Yeah, it's just bad body language. Like I said, he was reaching with his jab at times. Like he was like completely like leaving his feet. No. I'm saying like he was keeping his feet completely planted on the canvas and was just throwing the jab without even stepping into it. So he was like falling over. And there was plenty of opportunities that Duarte could have capitalized and countered him, but he's just not that level of a fighter to take those take that kind of things to his advantage. You know what I mean? Like somebody like Gervonta Davis,
oh my God,
will be able to do so. Like that version of Ryan Garcia would give Tank no issues at all. So I don't even know why he's making it seem like this 140-pound move up, technically 143-pound move up, is so significantly different from what we seen at lightweight. It wasn't that much of a difference at all. You know what I mean? Yeah, even like your physique, like on the scale, looked the exact same than it did at 135 pounds. You didn't look too much
different. Better at 135.
Yeah, it looked like at 40 that he had a lot of water, like in his system.
He didn't seem as fast, as he was one. It seemed like he was a little slower, a little bit more. He was definitely hesitant. I think it's a combination of a lot of things. I think he's scared. I think he got stopped, and he knew this guy had a lot of power. And I think in the back of his mind, he was really protecting his body. He was having like PTSD inside of that ring, man. Like he was having moments where I think he was having flashbacks of Javante as well.
He definitely was.
Even Derek was confused at some points. Like Derek was like, "I'm gonna walk with you, but you really we didn't do this in practice. We didn't train like this. So I don't know why you're fighting like this, but we're gonna get you through it." But like I said, when you get a stoppage, it puts perspective on shit. You know what I'm saying? When you get the stoppage, it carries you on to another day, to the next match. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what happens.
Yeah, definitely bailed him out, bro. Definitely bailed him out. But prior to that, it seemed like Duarte was taking his punches pretty well. I seen some shots that looked like it low-key got Duarte respect. Like I seen Ryan Garcia laying like a right hook around the guard, and you could tell that bothered him a little bit, but wasn't discouraged. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like you could be like, oh, that was you could see like his body language was like, okay, that was a solid shot. I gotta be more careful with you, but I'm gonna still do what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? Like aware but not phased in a way. You know what I mean?
Pressed forward the whole time, even though he wasn't getting caught, but he still was, making his way forward.
Yeah, that's really all he know. Like from the fights that I've seen, it's just I knew that he was gonna do that. That's all he know. Some fighters, bro, that's all they know. Even if they know they're in a messed up situation where they may possibly get knocked out, that's their style. That's all they know how to do. So they're going to do that. Like James Kirkland, when James Kirkland got sparked by Canelo, bro, he was getting rocked with every punch Canelo hit him with, but all he know is go. So man, like can he move? Can he counterpunch? No, that's all he knows.
Like he did it on purpose.
Even if he don't want to, he has no choice but to go right into the smoke. It is what it is. Some fighters just like that. But shout out to my boy.
He left Ann Wolf too. That was a fight when he left Ann Wolf. Ann Wolf was coaching him at that time. Yeah. And he left Ann Wolf and got into his I'm not doing what you say, and he went to sleep that match.
He started training with a football coach, bro. A football coach was his trainer. I was like, wow. But Slime Way in the building, he says Ryan versus T.O. Mark. Man, do we really need to talk about that?
It's not gonna work, bro.
Do we really need to talk about that?
We saw tonight. That ain't gonna work. That's not gonna work.
Ryan dies against T.O.
Yeah. Yeah, T.O. Yeah, I can see so many different ways for T.O.
T.O. is style all over Ryan, man.
Yeah,
and I think it would be bad. I don't even think it would be a knockout. I think it would be
I think it'll be embarrassing.
It'd be a stop. Like they have to throw the towel in. Like T.O. would just be
he might run a clinic on that'll be a clinic against Ryan, bro. Once T.O. start getting his rhythm and he start doing all that unconventional things, bro, it's gonna be over, man. He beat guys.
I think Ryan, he might be one of them guys who just best suited for that whole YouTube boxing thing.
Yes.
I don't see him improving. He made his money. That might have been like Shakur just said. Shakur just did an interview with The Zone. He said, what was Ryan's biggest highlight of his career? Scoring the Tank fight. He lost it. That was his biggest highlight. He'd never been a champion. Out of all his peers, he's the only one to not become a champion. Theo was champ, Javante champ, Devin champ, Shakur champ. Ryan is the only one to not become a champ. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Black Star.
Do you think that him sitting out for those 2 years and change really threw his whole energy off? Do you think he was on a better trajectory before the hiatus, or do you think he was destined to hit this wall that he's hitting right now? You know what I'm trying to say? Before the hiatus, do you feel like he was on a trajectory with his peers?
I always thought
because he was the Four Kings, right? He was part of the Four Kings at one point. It was him, Shakur, Devin. No, it was him, Javante, Devin, and Loma, right? Were the Four Kings, right?
Yeah, that's true. But I always knew that the reason why he was considered amongst the Four Kings wasn't because of what he was doing in the ring or his accolades or anything like that. It was because of his popularity amongst the internet. Okay. You know what I mean? He was a hot commodity on social media. That's why he got that recognition. But I always knew that Ryan had a lot of flaws, even prior to the Luke Campbell fight. I seen him have a tough fight with some dude a while back. I forgot his name, man. But
Jose Vargas, I think.
it was one of the it was definitely a Hispanic dude. I forgot his name. But the dude was giving him gas the whole time. Ryan Garcia looked extremely fatigued. But you know what I mean? I thought that he always lacked the ability that the other guys had. Like with Shakur, you knew he was talented. Tank, you know he a monster. You know he talented. Dev, he got boxing ability. He got outbox a lot of dudes. Ryan Garcia, he didn't really show any of that to me. It was just like, all right, he got some good hand speed, he got a nice left hook, but like, there's a lot of people who got that. Right. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that got that. I just think that he's a product of good matchmaking and good marketing. That's what I think Ryan Garcia. He's a product of great matchmaking that Golden Boy had on the come up and great marketing. That's what I think he is. Because I think in all honesty,
what he is.
Yeah, because I think that if he wasn't marketed well, or if he didn't have a big time promoter, he was fighting on local shows, people wouldn't really think too much of him. That's what I think.
He's never
got him there. Do you think he had the promise and he just didn't meet the promise? Like you think in the beginning, because they said he had a great that he had a great amateur career. Like he did pretty good as an amateur. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying like he was supposedly like one of those guys. Like he fought Devin Haney in the amateurs and he was part of that group. Like outside of Lomachenko, he was part of that group coming into the into the pro space. And it just seems like in the professional space, his peers just left him. They just evolved into it, and he seems like he just carried on amateur pedigree. He never converted over from amateur pedigree into professional pedigree. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like he never transitioned over.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. You know what I mean? And this is a great example of just because you were a great amateur doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to do well in the pros. You know what I mean? Like I know a lot of dudes who won multi-national titles, like won the nationals, won every tournament they had in their city. And then like in the pros, bro, they subpar. You know what I mean? I know people that was Olympic alternates that can't even get a promotional team, can't even get a promotional group to sign them because they look lackluster in the professionals. They're skilled because the amateurs and the pros is two totally different.
They always say that. They always say that, man.
Bro, bro, trust me. I've never turned professional, but I could tell you, it's a crazy difference. Your preparation leading up to the fights, the time limits, the glove size, the you know what I'm saying? You wearing protective gear, you're not wearing that in the pros. You know what I mean? Things slow down in the pros. There's more thinking involved. There's more traps being involved. It's a lot more grueling because it's a longer time frame with longer rounds. You know what I'm saying? You got to be in a different type of shape.
Of it too, right? Like the fact that we get to see tape on you and prepare for you. Like the amateurs is more like you walk in the building and you kind of like fighting, you know what I'm saying? They kind of tell you you're going to fight right there, right? Like the tournaments. Whereas in the pros, like, no, you got 3 months to, your team has 3 months to watch video, prepare for your weaknesses, capitalizing on, and you have to adjust. Like you said, it becomes a chess match in the ring for real because the other guy has a game plan for everything that you do, and you supposedly have one too, and you got to adjust when it. Yeah, I agree with you. I think that, and you know what? If we really think about it, him going through 3 coaches and not being able to listen, I think he was just used to that amateur pedigree, just being like, man, I'm just used to fighting the way I fight. Whoever comes in the ring, I'm going to fight him that way. And he's not used to following a game plan. He has a hard time listening and following orders. Like he goes in there and does his own damn thing. Like he flies off and he starts doing his own thing. He's like, he never got comfortable with following a game plan and listening. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a fact, man. That's a fact. You got any thoughts on that, Southpaw?
What's that?
No, just overall, just speaking on Ryan Garcia and his comparison amongst the other young guys that's on the come up. What do you think of him overall?
I think he believed in his own hype. They hyped him up as Mr. Instagram sensation, and Golden Boy. Oscar De La Hoya is known for. He talk about PBC protecting his fighters. Oscar didn't want Ryan to fight Tank. He wanted to keep him undefeated, and this whole court case proves that. Ryan had to come up out his own pocket to make the Tank fight, just like Munguia ain't fought nobody. Gilberto Ramirez ain't fought nobody. When he did, he lost. Ryan believed in his own hype. He believed he was a megastar before he was any type of had any accolades. He ain't never gonna be a champion. You know what I'm saying? Out of all his peers, he's the only one who ain't became champion. He fell in love with his left hook, fell in love with shorter, undersized guys that we never heard of. First time he stepped up in competition, he got dropped. God bless him. He beat Luke Campbell. Biggest fight of his life. He lost it. comeback fight looked like straight garbage. I like him as a father. He's a good father, but he will never be a champion. I can't.
You found something good to say about him. I like that, Southpaw. You found something good to say. I like that.
He's a good father.
Yes, yes.
Canelo's a good father, and that's it. But no, he's a good father.
All right, let me address what Odin Johnson's saying, because I seen that there's somebody else who's actually like agreeing with him in the comments. It says the most important thing we learned in this fight is that Ryan was listening to his trainer, and that everything he is of him respects to Ryan Garcia in the wins tonight. Needs to do more good fights, in my opinion. Well, this is the thing, bro. I think that, I mean, he did listen to that final instruction before when he told him to use more movement and things like that. But overall, if Derrick James is somebody who's a fundamental teacher, this is what y'all gotta take into consideration. He does the fundamentals, bro. He teaches you to keep your hands up high. When you throw your punches, you bring them back to your guard. You bring them back. That's something that Ryan Garcia was not doing. You know what I'm saying? He was using a Philly shell. He was trying to
Philly shell, not even
a horrible Philly shell at that. Since when does Derrick James?
That was a California shell.
You know what I mean? It's like you taking things into your own hands when you should be listening to your coach. You know what I'm saying? If he was listening how the way you were saying, Odin, I don't think he would have pulled the Philly shell out the bag. You know what I'm saying?
I think you're insulting the Philly shell.
And this is not a situation where we just talking about this fight with Derrick James. He has a history of not listening to his previous coaches. Canelo and them kicked him out of his gym because he wasn't coming in as consistently as they wanted him to. They said that he will only come over for social media purposes and then leave. Joe Goosen, I had put out a video that did a lot of views because I was speaking on how he was only coming to the gym 2 times a week. And usually when he went to the gym those 2 times a week with Joe Goosen leading up into the Tank fight, it was for photo ops. You know what I mean? So he historically has a problem with listening to his coaches. He feels like he knows what's best. And if you watch the All Access, like Gervonta Davis said, he wasn't showing you anything of any type of training. He lacks discipline, and that's why Gervonta Davis just said in a tweet that he's only going to last 1-2 years max. He said that in a recent Twitter rant that he just had today. You know what I'm saying? So this is not like, you know what I'm saying? These things actually happen with Ryan Garcia. He does not listen. And this is the thing. There's a lot of talented fighters. I know talented fighters in my gym that's not coachable. That's not coachable. And then I know kids that they got potential. They got raw talent, but they're coachable. So I know they could get somewhere. But then there's a talented, gifted guys that could come off the street and give anybody hell in the ring, but they're not coachable. So they end up falling off eventually. You know what I'm saying? They might look good against this sub-novice dude or whatever, but once they get in there with a hungry guy who's actually coachable and matches your talent, you in a messed up situation. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I think
it goes left.
Ryan Garcia reminds me of one of those dudes who he has some ability. I mean, if you sleep on him, he could do something to you. You know what I'm saying? But he might be a good fighter, but he is not a good listener. He's not coachable. You know what I'm saying? That's what I personally think of him. And I could be wrong. Maybe Derrick James.
You can't make it to a champion to be a champion without a coach. I don't know no fighter who went and became like this Hall of Fame champion without no coach. Like, you need to be able to take instruction. It takes a team effort, even though it's a solo sport. Once you get in the ring, like, it's kind of like one-on-one, but it's a team effort. And if you put 3 months of training in with a coach just to get into the ring and do your own thing, what you know what I'm saying? What are we doing? 3 months of like, this is how we're going to do it. This is how we're going to approach it. This is how we're going to move. And then you, on the final day, when it's game day, the coach is looking at you like, what's going on? Like, you saw it on Derrick James' face. It was confusion. He was like, I don't know what that is, but I'm going to work with him. Like, he's doing his own thing, like completely doing his own thing right now.
He said that was the Indiana shell.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We call that the Indiana shell. That wasn't no Philly shell, family. That was not no Philly shell, man.
You know, don't disrespect Philly like that.
Yeah, I was trying to tell you. You disrespected Philly. That was different.
That's hilarious. All right, so I'm gonna ask y'all this.
Yeah.
They said he used the Cali roll too. Y'all. California
roll. I like it. The California roll.
Yo,
That's it. That's it. I like that one. That's the
I
one.
like that one a lot. Yo, Anonymous be on BS. Yo,
with the cucumber, in the fake crab meat. Yeah, that's it.
Yo, so this is what I'm gonna ask y'all next, right? So Ryan Garcia, we talking about him. He got the 8th round knockout, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So considering that he's gonna be at 140 pounds now, I'm gonna start with you, Southpaw. What do you think he should do next? What direction should he go in? Who should he face?
At 140, I mean, he has that star power, so they're gonna want to see him in a big fight. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, he's gonna be on the DAZN app like he was again. You know, he did 1.3 million his first pay-per-view fight. You know, I know it was with Tank, but you know, he shouldn't have fell off that hard to where you put him on back on the app. I think the only champ he could possibly beat is maybe Rolly, and I don't even think you never know, even based off what I saw tonight. And what I saw with that whole Philly show, whatever, the California show, whatever that was.
Yeah.
It looks like he still might be, how you say, weary of that supposed rib. Because he wanted no part of that side being hit. He was like, yo, just don't hit that side. The same place the Tank hit him. You know, the liver, the left, the right, rib. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Where the liver's at. He just was turning like, yo, just don't even touch it. I question if that rib is completely healed, or is he just like, was he had like trauma? Would we say like, how you call it? Like
a PTSD, like almost like
PTSD from just this. Like, yo,
yeah, traumatized.
This, whatever you do. I question that, but he never gonna be a champion, never.
Yeah.
So what you think, Clay?
I think add on what Southpaw said. I think Southpaw hit it right on the nail. I think he got to go for the money. I think the money is I think he's best focused on getting the money, and the money right now is with Rolly Romero. That's his best chance of getting a win, getting a pay-per-view. Rolly can sell a fight. Rolly can talk that ish. You know what I mean? And Rolly's pedigree serves Ryan, helps Ryan to shine a little bit. I don't think there's nobody else in 140-pound. Nobody else. Nobody else, bro. I think everybody else in the 140-pound weight division gives him that smoke. Everybody.
He don't beat nobody at 140. Nobody. Arnold Barbosa watches him.
Yep. You brought Arnold Barbosa up. Let's not segue yet. Go ahead.
Yo, we got 58 people in the building. I think that's an all-time high for Mazuma TV, man. Hit the like button as soon as you come in. I appreciate that.
Let me see if I can get the thing going on. Hold on.
What was that? Yo, that nigga studio.
That soundboard. Hold on.
Don DeMarco.
Let's get it.
Shit like that.
Yo, so so there's somebody, Odin Johnson, back with a question. He says, this Ryan Garcia beats Rolly for sure. Will take his belt to be a champion, shut B-Hop and De La Hoya up, and that sets him up for Haney or Regis winner next year. What do y'all think? I don't think he's going to look like, based off of the interview he just had, it just seems like, if, let's say hypothetically speaking, that Haney beats Regis, right? It seems like he's not too enthused with fighting Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? They asked him the question after the fight, and he said that after he gets a couple fights or whatever, he was more enthusiastic about fighting Rolly. That's what his main thing was. That's what he was talking about the entire time. And he said after he gets a couple fights in with Derrick James, then he'll pursue the Devin Haney fights or whatever. So it seems like he's looking further down the line for a Devin Haney fight. It seems like he wants to let that marinate. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm talking about. So seems like that's what he more caught up with. I mean, he's not really too caught up with that right now. It seems like he really wants that Rolly Romero fight. And if you hear Rolly talk, it seems like he really want that Ryan Garcia fight because he don't want to fight O'Hara Davies. He don't want to rematch the old head because the old head might do something to him this time around. You know what I'm saying? So he wants big money fights. He said he either wants the Gervonta Davis rematch, which he's not gonna get because we don't want to see that, or Ryan Garcia. And you could tell that Oscar De La Hoya is really trying to get him a big fight around the February Super Bowl weekend. You know what I'm saying? Because he tried to get the Teofimo fight. He said he named another champion that he didn't want to mention. Tried to offer that fight with him. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't be wrong. I wouldn't be surprised if Rolly and Ryan fight in February. I really would not be surprised at all. It might be a quick turnaround for Ryan, in all honesty, but he didn't really take any real punishment in this fight, so I don't see why he could. I don't see why he wouldn't, fight him.
Yeah, I think Rolly and then figure it out from there. I don't think don't make no plans for after Rolly. Just Rolly right now, and then let's see what happens. As far as all the plans on him seeing somebody, one of the winners of Haney and Regis, brother, this man is not. He is in development stage at a minimum. He needs to keep on developing, and I can't imagine him in the ring with Haney or Regis. I just can't see it. Yeah. I just can't see it.
Yeah, that's some comment.
I think Regis will hurt that boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Horrible comment, Mr. Aiden, talking about set him up for the winner of Haney and Regis, bro. Come on, bro. You can see the level that Ryan is at and the level that he'll never be. He's just not that guy. You know what I'm saying? He's from Victorville, California.
Damn.
Goes in the ring, bro. I mean, and a lot of people talk about it. It matters where you from, bro. I don't give a damn. It matters where you from. He grew up around palm trees and, California shit. You know what I mean? Like the soft part. You know what I mean? Like Beverly Hills 90210.
The sitcom part of California. The sitcom where everybody laughed at every other joke you made.
Yeah, he'll never be a champion. And I like Ryan. You know what I'm saying? He did me. We cool, but I'm not gonna not be honest. He will never be a champion. Never.
Not this one that we saw tonight. He had to do a complete 360 change. Like he'd have to shock us. He'd have to fight Rolly and just have to shock
Rolly
me.
Probably get him.
That's why I said that. I said if he gets through Rolly, for real, you're right.
Yeah, but I think Rolly good. Rolly a little, you know what I'm saying, little special ed. So he might just. You know how the special ed dudes, they got that special ed strength. I don't want to.
Yeah, he's strong as hell, and he twitchy.
Bite down his mouthpiece and bang Ryan up like he did years ago in that gym. Rolly just,
let's be honest. The Rolly that fought Javante Tank Davis gives this Ryan issue.
That was a good Rolly.
Even though he got knocked out, he fought. He was decent that night. That was one of the best Rollies I've seen.
That was Rolly's best night.
Yeah, but the problem is since that fight.
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah, the old man. That was his last fight.
That money probably, blew his head up.
I think that punch from Javante and then him getting stopped and sparring a little bit into the lead up to that fight. Yeah. I think that got him a little insecure about his chin. I think that this might, if it's the right time to ever fight Rolly, in Ryan Garcia's case, it would be right now.
Yeah. That's
and he a sucker for a left hand too, and that's Ryan bread and butter. So
right.
Yeah, right. I don't know. But regardless, at 140 pounds, man, it's a lot of smoke there, bro. A lot of smoke at 140 pounds. And I'm going to segue into this Arnold Barbosa situation.
Ooh.
This is something that Claymore had texted me about. And I saw it, but I didn't really think about it too much. You know what I mean? I was kind of confused when I first watched the video. And the video that I'm talking about is a video that Bernard Hopkins had with Arnold Barbosa. Arnold Barbosa just signed with Golden Boy Promotions. I think he departed from Top Rank not too long ago. And I believe he's the number one contender for the WBO title right now at 140 pounds. Who currently has the WBO? That's Teofimo Lopez. And Teofimo Lopez has expressed not fighting Arnold Barbosa on multiple occasions, calling him a bum and all types of stuff. You know what I mean? Arnold Barbosa has been trying to get this title shot, and he's beating some solid dudes in order to secure that number one spot. But it seems like he's not really getting opportunities because most likely he's a high risk, low reward type fighter. We already know how this goes. You know what I'm saying? And I believe even Arnold Barbosa called out Subriel. I think Subriel posted it on his story and all.
Yes, sir.
You could tell that he's really like craving a title shot right now. And with him being signed with De La Hoya,
and he wanted the winner of this fight. He wanted the winner of this fight.
Okay.
Ryan
Garcia, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, it just seems like he wants the big name. Like he wants to cement himself. He wants to prove himself. So even if it's not a WBO title shot, at least he wants the name that he gets some recognition off of. So I don't remember exactly what Bernard Hopkins said, but I do remember the most important thing that he said, and it was that Arnold Barbosa was a prospect.
What he said, if you want me to tell you word for word,
say it. Yeah, go ahead. Say
what he said was, A camera got in front of Bernard, and you know that for Bernard, that means it's showtime. He looks around the room. He says, "Let's stop talking about that bad stuff. Let's talk about some good stuff." Arnold Barbosa was just talking to somebody else. He grabbed Arnold Barbosa, brought him into the camera, and said, "This is one of Golden Boy's new fighters. He's a suspect trying to be a prospect." And then he looked at Arnold Barbosa and
what
said,
does that even mean? Like,
I
what
don't
you talking
understand.
Yo,
I think what he was trying to say was,
I don't even mean to cut you off,
Yeah.
bro. I'm gonna let you go.
Yeah.
But it's like, bro, what does that even mean? Like, why don't the media just act like, bro, what are you talking about, bro? Like, what does that even mean?
It was insane, bro. It wasn't to see it happen. It looked like I'm just gonna finish what happened. So he pulls him over, and I feel like he was segueing from talking about not lying about fighters. You know, his whole thing about I'll promote fighters, but I won't promote a lie. So basically making it sound like every fighter, he said he was going to see the best Ryan. So I guess this is it turning. Okay, that's something else.
I'll get to that. Go ahead, finish.
Right. So he looked like he was segueing from, you know, that speech he's got about not lying, not promoting lies or promoting fighters. So trying to say that every fight has to earn it.
He said he'll promote fights, but not lives.
Right. So like he's not going to treat everybody like a champ. Like everybody has to earn the respect and start from the bottom and go to the top. So he was basically saying that this guy's just coming into Golden Boy and that he's a suspect. In other words, somebody who's not proven, right, to him at least, and that he's trying to earn his way to be a prospect. And Arnold Barbosa just looked like confused, right? And then he looked at Arnold Barbosa and he goes, "I hope that doesn't insult you." He's like, that doesn't insult you, right? And Arnold Barbosa kind of shook his head and was like, "Nah, man, it don't insult me." You know what I mean? I felt him. He was trying to go with it because he felt like, okay, this is you could tell if you saw his little gold chain, it was like one of those cheap flea market chains. You know what I'm saying? Like you can see this is a hungry dude who's just trying to like take some tutelage. But ultimately, you just saw that Bernard Hopkins was disconnected. He didn't know who this guy was. He clearly didn't. He just knew he knew nothing about him. This guy's 28-0. He's undefeated. He's a number one WBO contender for the WBO title. This guy is far from a goddamn prospect and suspect. That's just you just clowned him. Suspect is just made up. I've never heard nobody ever call a fighter suspect. I never heard that before. And Bernard was just disconnected. And you can watch the video and see how Bernard got out of it, try to flip it and turn it into, hopefully this video will give him the views. And he's trying to, Southpaw, when you watch it, I promise you're going to shoot a video about it. I promise. I know you are when you watch the video.
Yo, we got 61 people in the building, man. Hit the like button as soon as you come in. Thank you very much.
You want me to play it? You want me to play it right quick?
Yeah. Let me get this.
Go ahead, do that. I'll pull up the video while you're doing that.
Michael D Stories 87 with the $5 super chat, man. I appreciate you very much. He said he was gonna see. We was gonna see the best Ryan. So I guess this is it. Turning back when punches are thrown. Defense. Yeah, pretty much. That was something that we definitely saw. And if that is the best version of him, he's gonna have a lot of trouble in the 140-pound division, man. Thank you very much for that super chat. Of course. Let's play the audio. We got 67 people in the building. Hit the like button as soon as you come in.
Oscar Duarte was he had moved up from 35, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And he wasn't even I don't know if you've looked at his history. He's fought as low as 113 pounds.
Oh, okay, yeah, because he looked a little undersized for 140. Arnold Barbosa is a big 140. You know what I'm saying? He probably on his way to 147. I just don't see Ryan hanging in there with the natural 147 140 pounders. I don't see it at all.
And this was technically a welterweight contest because this was at 143.
Yeah, it 143. You know they came in.
That was another part, right? Yeah.
That's technically.
You think he might have been hurt?
Above 140,
you think he might have hurt his rib, and that's why he couldn't cut the weight, combining with the fact that we saw him hiding that rib.
He kept hiding that rib, man. That wasn't no Philly shell. That was just something to hide that rib. Just turn his whole side. All right,
I'm gonna play.
Horrible fighter.
All right,
you ready?
Let's hear it.
Now, y'all want to talk about some bullshit? Let's talk about some good shit. Come on, Dusan prospect, and claims that he's not a suspect, but he don't take that offensive, I don't believe, because this is the opportunity he get a chance to show the world in time that he's not a suspect, but right now there's a prospect. Would you concur to that? Would you agree to that? Yeah, you gotta prove yourself, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, 28-0. Been fighting, top contenders.
28. Let's finish up.
I've been fighting top 10 guys in the past 4 fights. So already, so we signed with Golden Boy to get behind us, and make big fights for this coming.
What kind of fight you looking to make?
Man, winner of this fight, we start off there, or we can get, if I can't get a bout, like a big name like that. So, like I said, we're always available, we're always ready, ready to hit it hard.
I mean, Ryan would be ideal Arnold for sure, but if Ryan didn't work out, there's a lot of contenders at 140 pounds. Who could we potentially see in the ring with? Who would you want to fight if not Ryan?
Well, I'm number 1 at WBO, right? So, Teofimo's there, but we know he don't want to fight. Then you go down the list, winner of Haney, Regis, we can do Sabril. We can do Rolly or whoever's the WBA champion. So I want a champion first. If I can't get a champion, then it'll be Ryan or some big name like that.
Why do you think Teofimo doesn't want to fight?
That's important because as we started this, I want everybody to understand. If you didn't know him, this interview should bring more viewers or more of an intellect conversation amongst those out there who's trying to figure out who's next or who's right there. He's right there at the door ready to go, as you heard him say. And the weight division, let's not forget the weight division is hot. He got options as far as which way he want to go, this way or this.
Tell me when you want me to stop.
And many names.
Bro, what are you talking about,
that makes
bro?
no sense, bro.
It gets worse. He gets crazier. When you watch the video, it gets crazier.
He called him a prospect, but then said that he's next up in line for a title. A prospect don't fight for a don't fight for a title. I think Bernard Hopkins need to either stop drinking or stay the hell out from the front of a camera. I swear to God.
Bro, every interview that Bernard Hopkins did he did an interview $1 million worth of game with Gillian Wallow. I swear Gillian Wallow only asked 3 questions that whole interview.
Because he just rambled.
He talks and talks and talks and talks. And bro, he literally just rambles, bro. I don't know if it's like he lacks like a like a stay on topic button in his brain. I don't know exactly what it is, bro. But like he just be talking, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Like, bro, this the thing, right? This the thing. Just to get it out the way, bro. Bernard, why would you want this man promoting you? Why would you want this man promoting you?
And I wish I could show you the video, Southpaw, so you can see the guy's face.
I saw
trying
the
to
video
deal with
earlier.
it. You saw it?
I saw it. Yeah.
Bro, you see his face? He was just like, he's just like,
down,
he was like, what am I doing right now? You could see the regret. You could see like, what the fuck is going on in my life? This dude just called me a prospect. Like, I don't even know what to say.
This the thing. Considering Golden Boy's history, bro. Considering Golden Boy's history. Why would you sign with Golden Boy Promotions, bro? Now, if you a fighter who has trouble marketing themselves, or you know what I'm saying, you don't really got no other opportunities. If you have no other choice, I will understand that. But somebody like Arnold Barbosa, who was a #1 ranked dude, undefeated dude at in the WBO, was beating everybody top ranked put in front of him. Bro, he could have got options with. I'm sure he could have got a deal with Eddie Hearn. I'm not even that big of a fan of Eddie Hearn, but I would rather see. I think he'll be in a better situation.
I think it's because he's Spanish. I think because he's Spanish and he bit into De La Hoya having some sort of love and affection for him because he's Spanish and he wanted to go under the Golden Boy.
He should have signed with
the hype.
Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy, bro. But regardless, it's like you really
Mark said, I think he should have went with Matt Truman, Eddie Hearn, just like Edgar Berlanga did.
Yeah,
that would have been a better fit for him.
Yeah, he would have got a lot more opportunities at 140. He could have got a Montana Love.
And look,
fight.
I'm gonna be real
he
with
probably
you.
could have got a fight with Hitchens. Bro, he could have got some things going over there, bro. But regardless, man, I'm not gonna. I don't know. He probably not business savvy, or maybe they threw him a number he couldn't refuse, bro. I don't know.
If you look at the comments, everybody realized. Everybody noticed it. Everybody noticed it. Everybody. Arnold is a real contender. Guy's already regretting signing. He looks embarrassed. I want to. He called him a prospect. He's probably never seen dude fight. Arnold Barbosa is a contender, not a prospect. He's past that. This guy deserves a world title. I like Bernard better as a boxer. Like, just going down straight one after another.
I'm gonna say this too. For people that don't know or they act like they don't know, bro. As soon as you're ranked in any sanctioning body, you are no longer a prospect. Because at any time, whether you're the number 1 dude or you're the number 15 dude at the bottom of the barrel, any day you could get a call for that world title shot. If you're a call away from a world title shot, you are not a prospect. You know who's a prospect right now? That kid that was just on that undercard, Floyd Schofield.
Yeah,
that is a prospect. Like who else? Who else is a prospect?
Keyshawn.
Keyshawn. He might have crossed. He getting close to the contender stage, right. But I see what you're saying. Yeah. Right. Like, if you're ranked in a sanctioning body, bro, you are not a prospect, especially if you're the number 1 dude in the world.
Yo, dude said WBO. Golden Boy is finished.
How?
Somebody named Buzz. Golden Boy finished.
Is a prospect. Bruce Carrington is a prospect. Richard Torres is a prospect.
He is a prospect. Shushu's a prospect.
Yeah, he's a prospect. Those are prospects.
Right.
Jahi Tucker, that is a prospect.
Right.
He is not a prospect. That
like he's so far from it. It's like you don't know what you're talking about. It's not an opinion. It's like Bernard. It's not an opinion. You don't know what you're talking about. Like you,
bro. B-Hop is out his mind, bro.
B-Hop giving that. Bro, B-Hop giving that drunk uncle vibe.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, B-Hop. I don't think he's drunk off liquor. I think he's drunk off boxing. That's what I think.
I think he.
That's what I think Joe Smith did something later.
You know, remember Roger Mayweather? Roger Mayweather used to talk clear and everything, and then he wasn't boxing. He just slowly deteriorated. I think that's what's happening to B-Hop. He didn't show no signs when he retired, but it's starting to show because he's saying some dumb shit like that, bro.
Yeah, sometimes it's delayed and it catch up.
It's delayed, kind of like Roger Mayweather. He was cool, and then he just kind of clammed up.
It's a fact. And it's sad, bro. It's sad that these are the dudes that's supposed to represent other fighters. It's sad that you were a former fighter and you stood up for all the injustices in boxing, and now you're a promoter that's treating fighters in a horrible way. You know what I mean? It's crazy how the tables turn.
Yo.
You used to stand for it, now you just going against it.
It says, my man, blink twice if you need help.
Yo, they call that man a prospect. That is disrespectful. And you can tell that Barbosa was a little bit disrespected about it because he started naming off his accomplishments.
He was embarrassed. He wasn't disrespected. He was like,
yeah, I'm 28-0.
Humiliated, bro. I felt bad for him. Like I literally felt like, you ever see somebody like a girl, you ever see a girl get like ragdolled in front of a bunch of people about her man, and you like, damn, she really getting tried about it. You like, damn, like you ain't finna jump up and get all crazy.
I felt embarrassed for her.
She helpless. Like, she hurting right now. She's helpless, bro. He didn't beat her. He just snatched up crazy, like threw her against a wall. Or, you know what I'm saying? Everybody just looking like, and she's just like embarrassed. That's what he looked like. That's what he looked like.
Yeah, I felt embarrassed for him just watching that clip over again, bro. Just hearing it from the audio you shared. That's
especially with his little flea market
chain. I saw the video. He had his head down the whole time, like
yes. He got the little flea market chain on, bro. So you know he up in there trying to make something with his life. He trying to do that chain he got on. It says Barbosa on it. So I don't even know if it's real gold or not, but you could just tell he put on the best
Why
thing.
You trying to violate the
I'm just being honest. You know I'm being honest. He just looked like he put on. It looked like what he got on is the best shit he got on in his closet. Like it looked like he came out
bro.
ready to promote.
Hey, you cold-blooded. Hey, Claymore, bro. You cold-blooded for that one. You don't know that, bro.
It looked like he came out to promote himself. I'm just saying. It looked like he came out to. He was ready for some camera time. You know what I'm saying? He's like,
you got to give somebody a little bit of a incentive when you sign. I'm sure he got a little, you know what I'm saying, up front. I mean, man.
Yeah. He didn't deserve that.
But you know what? You never know.
Clay, Arnold had his best lay on.
Yo, the best one. Like you can tell he got that outfit ready the night before. He got that.
That's the John.
He had that outfit. You know that first day of school, Southpaw? You know, first day
John,
of school,
he laid out on the bed.
Before he got everything out on the bed, he slept on the floor. He let the clothes get the bed, and he slept.
Just to get violated and embarrassed on camera.
Yo, Clay, that's the outfit he laid out on the bed. You know what I'm saying?
He took a picture of that motherfucker. Like, yo, tomorrow
he put it on in the mirror before, made sure. Then he took it off, laid it down on the bed. You know what I'm saying? He got right. He knew this was gonna be his big day. Golden Boy got me. He brought his friend too. He had a friend standing there with him.
Listen, when he ironed that John, he had the steam button on every crease. He made sure that.
Oh, Barbosa. Oh,
Yo,
my
that boy Rowe
God,
was
bro.
steaming like a motherfucker, boy.
Oh,
Mhm.
God
Dang.
bless you, man.
Just to
God
get
bless you.
violated on camera. That's crazy.
God bless you, bro. I don't care what jokes you're making. Ain't nothing worse than what Bernard did. So I don't even feel that bad. But Bernard tried you. Don't be mad at me. Bernard, don't come at me.
No. That's all jokes aside. We actually standing up for Barbosa because what B-Hop said was wrong. You know what I mean? That's totally wrong. And that's a bad first impression. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like, that's a terrible first impression. First time you said with your new promoter on the camera and he calling you a suspect instead of and then after that calling
you a suspect trying to be a prospect.
I think Bernard is a hater. I think he one of them who's kind of angry that his career didn't end the way he wanted it to end.
He had a great career.
But the last image image of Bernard Hopkins is him flying out that damn ring from a white boy that he said he would never lose to. You know what I'm saying?
On the back of his head.
Paulie Malignaggi brought up a good point on Pro Box. He said, ever since Bernard Hopkins said he would never lose to a white boy, he hadn't beat a white boy since. Every white boy he faced after, he never beat a white boy ever since he said that. So he never beat a white boy ever since he had said that. So, I mean, B-Hop might just be living salty.
Paulie couldn't wait to say that.
You couldn't wait to say that shit. Yeah,
let me give you a fun fact. Paulie was like, fun fact.
Yo, hey.
He's like, fun fact, guys.
In case Paulie lives for that moment. He follow me. He followed me on IG.
Okay.
Yeah,
that boy said, hey guys, before we go, fun fact. I don't know if you guys know or not. I don't know if you know or not, but
shit.
When Ryan said that on stage, man, I would have loved to have seen B-Hop reaction when he said that, bro.
That shit was
like, shows it. Like,
they showed the camera. He tried to laugh. He's looking around for support.
He's like, what?
And everybody looking at him like, you getting fried. And he's like, and he goes, yeah. Yo, that's a bad look for Golden Boy.
No, but what I noticed with like old retired fighters and stuff, it's real hard to let go. You know what I'm saying? They're addicted to that adrenaline rush. They're addicted to that walkout, knocking people out, being the man. You know what I mean? Like they fall in love with that whole thing. That's why you still see James Toney trying to do exhibitions and
Razor Ruddock, right?
Yeah, Evander Holyfield getting stopped by Vitor Belfort, and
that was embarrassing.
You know what I'm saying? That's why it's real hard for them to let go of the fact that they're no longer who they used to be. You know what I mean? So I think that they see these young dudes who are the man of the hour. You know what I mean? They see them dudes that's actually getting to them big paychecks they can't get anymore.
Look at Manny. Manny talking about coming back. Manny say he coming back.
Manny talking about he want to fight in the Olympics. I'm like, man, you got like 100 fights. What is you trying to go to the Olympics for? But anyway, it's real hard for them to let go. You know what I mean? And when they see these other guys coming up in the game and they got the spotlight that they used to have. You know what I mean? So now that's when they start becoming bitter. You know what I mean? They start becoming bitter, hating on the young dudes coming up and what they would have did to them if they would have fought them and all types of unnecessary stuff. Like, I got a lot of love for Layla Ali, bro. They know. But you see how, like, at one particular time, she was throwing a lot of shade towards Clarissa Shields' way. Yeah. And it's like, you know what I mean? I understand you used to be that woman, and at the time you was coming up, it wasn't that much money in female boxing. And you retired from the game and started making money different ways. But now there's a lot of money that's being pumped into women's boxing now. So now you feeling like you missed out. You know what I mean? And you see this girl on top right now. She consider herself the GOAT and all that stuff like that. And you like, damn, I feel like I'm the GOAT. But I never got to make the most of my potential. You see Clarissa Shields making the most of it. So you become bitter. Now you talking about what you would have did to her, how you'll still fight her. And bro, you're coming across extremely bitter. You know what I mean? Like very, very like hateful. You should be acknowledging these young dudes. Y'all should be putting them on game. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I appreciate the guys that's like Lennox Lewis. He gives back to them young dudes, man. Y'all can talk about Floyd. Mike, I don't know. Mike would be kind of hating on. He used to kind of hate on Floyd.
Floyd, he literally doesn't like Floyd.
I think it's because of the Ali talk. But regardless,
exactly, that's what it was the Ali talk.
Yeah, 100%. Ali gave back to the young dudes too. Mike, he showed a lot of love to guys he likes, like Benavidez and He even showed love to Ryan Garcia before he walked out. So there's some examples. But then there's a lot of other dudes that are extremely bitter as well. You can say whatever you want about Floyd. Floyd always giving back to the young dudes. Even dudes that he has no contractual ties to. Like, I've seen him do pad work with Devin. I seen him giving game to Shakur. He went to Shakur last fight. He FaceTime. I remember there was an old video of Andre Ward about to walk out and fight Carl Froch, and Floyd on FaceTime with him.
Same thing with Clarissa.
Showing him love before he walked out. Like, Floyd continuously gives back to these young dudes and gives them as much game as possible. And I just feel like
Floyd never says anything negative about no boxer. He doesn't care what boxer it is. He's always going to say, hell of a fighter. You know what I'm saying? He never goes in that direction.
I got a homie Yusuf, Arabic homie in Chicago. Floyd FaceTimed him when he went to Yemen to fight, and he got it on camera. Somebody recorded from the side. I said, "Damn!" And nobody even know who my homie is. But he did fight Teofimo in the amateurs. But he FaceTimed my homie Yusuf right before his fight. Crazy. He does things like that. You know,
that's incredible.
Yeah,
that's
good
incredible,
dude.
Bro. That's incredible, man.
Yeah, say what you
man.
want.
I ain't gonna lie. If I had a fight, if Floyd FaceTime me before the fight, I'm like, yo, ain't no way.
That's dope, bro. Yeah.
Ain't no way I'm gonna lose, bro. Like, that would give me a whole different type of spark. Yeah, you know what I mean, that'd be.
Did y'all happen to catch Teofimo Lopez on Quentin Rampage Jackson's?
Yes, I did.
Watched a little bit of it. I ain't get to watch. My son been.
You want to talk about the words or the body language? Which one? Because the body language is crazy too. The playing with the microphone wire and rocking in the chair while he was talking.
I was listening to it while I was doing something, but I heard it. But he spoke about how Bruce Lee could become a professional boxer and beat Floyd. How Devin is trash, and he just, I mean, sometimes Teofimo believes he's like this young philosopher with an old soul. He always trying to post these words of wisdom when he don't even got it himself. I mean, as a man, you should accept reality. He still hasn't accepted that Kambosos lost. He believes he won. He believes that you know what I'm saying, that he almost died. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make way for that fight. I just think that Teofimo almost it's like you almost want to like him. Then he says some dumb shit, and you completely turn against the man. I used to like Teofimo, you know what I mean? But then he just got to that whole delusion.
I still like him a little bit.
He's the greatest of his generation. He comes off, it just turns people off, and he's very unlikable. I hope he loses the next fight.
Teofimo needs to fight, bro. That's what you do, bro. Fight, man. Set up a fight. Keep fighting.
I ain't gonna lie though. Teofimo do be trying to come off like he philosophical, and he just one of the dudes that you don't make any sense, bro. You're not smart how you think you are. You're not well spoken how you think you are. You know what I'm saying? Like he one of them dudes.
And you're missing out on your best fighting years playing these games. You're missing out on your best years, bro. These are your best years, and you're playing the retirement talk is stupid. Shut up, bro.
He was retired in the podcast. He said, "I'm retired." What are you talking about? You just beat Josh Taylor a couple months ago.
Yeah, but then when Devin Haney was trying to get that WBO title, he was like, I'm not going to retire. You're not going to take my belt. I was like, bro, what are you going to do, bro? Like, what is it that you trying to do, bro? Is you retired or not? Because if you are, bro, give that belt up, bro.
He's trying to make it. He thinks by doing that, he's going to make them he's going to make his stock go up. Like he's going to become exclusive. He's trying to do this. They're all trying to do the Floyd Mayweather thing. You know how Floyd would retire after every fight? He'd be like, "Yeah, I'm done."
Bro, he's not Floyd.
No shit.
He's not Floyd though.
Yo, Keith Thurman tried to do the same thing. What happened, bro? His stock is down the drain.
And now he's
old.
What I'm
saying? Don't nobody want to see Keith.
He gave up his best years being Mr. Exclusive, and now he's ready to come back, but he's old.
That's a great analogy, Mark. Keith tried to do that same thing and backfired. Now nobody wants to see Keith.
Bro, nobody cared about Keith no more. He looked at as a clown, and that's the route that Teofimo's going down. There's a lot of people that think he's a clown.
That's a great analogy, Mark.
Bro, there's a lot of people that think Teo a clown right now. I'm one of them. I think he's
a
clown. He's a clown.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you. It's a video. It's a video. Matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna wait till this live is over. You know what I'm saying? It's a video I already did. All I gotta do is press upload. It's about the whole Theo thing.
He's a clown, bro. This the thing though. When Floyd took that 2-year layoff, bro, He was the man. He was a superstar.
Yes.
He was the pay-per-view king. He could afford to do that, and people are gonna miss him because he left a mark on the game that a lot of fighters can't replace. Tio, you got 2 good wins. If you want to give Richard Comey a spot on there, you got 3 good wins. You got Comey, you got Loma, you got Josh Taylor.
And he always
All
bringing
great
up
wins.
Lomachenko. He always
But
bring
you
up
are
I beat
not.
Lomachenko. He always bring that up. Always.
He living off
That's his
that.
claim. That's like something that that's like real big accomplishment for him because of the way they was. Yeah, but the thing is, those wins don't translate into you being a superstar. Them wins don't translate into you being this cash cow or pay-per-view attraction, bro. If you walk away from the sport, they are going to forget about you, Tio. I guarantee you, bro. You're not nobody special, bro. I don't know. Like, these dudes be really thinking that they've accomplished so much. And it's like, bro, there was people that did what Tio did when they was like 20 years old. You know what I'm saying? Or like Wilfred Benitez was like, what, 21 years old and was like a 3-weight class world champion. You know what I'm saying? They was already legends. Like, bro, Tio, you got good wins. You are not a legend, bro. You are. I guarantee you're not a legend, bro.
Hell no.
How about the undisputed thing? How about the
Why?
2-weight class undisputed? How he keeps.
Claymore, before that, do y'all remember when Theo was gonna fight Kambosos on Triller and it just kept getting rescheduled?
Yeah.
Javante said it's because that shit ain't selling no tickets. He called COVID. He got it in and then all of a sudden it was off Triller. And then it went to the zone. He believes he's some type of superstar. He tried to demand all this money from Triller. The tickets wasn't selling. Then Triller realized this motherfucker ain't no superstar. All them bells don't mean shit. Ain't nobody demanding to see Theo. Come on, man.
Takeover. Takeover what, bro?
I don't know what he took over.
What plan are you on? Nah, the worst thing about, like I said earlier, you know, you're wasting your best years. I mean, Oscar De La Hoya said that about these fighters, and you know, I don't give Oscar much credit, but when he said this was some real shit. When he said that the fighters who were talking about having a seat at the table, right? He said you have a small window of your best years in boxing, and in that window, you should be focused on nothing but boxing, bro. You're trying to do too much, and that's what's happening right now. Tio's trying to act like a boss. He's trying to act like a needle mover. He's trying to act like you know what I'm saying? He's trying to be the takeover. He's all caught up in everything but boxing.
How old is he?
By the time he
How old is Theo?
Tio probably like my age. You like 25, 26.
Yeah, he a young dude.
He ain't no spring chicken. He ain't no like 22 type shit.
No, he not.
Let me see, Teofimo.
Yo, and the thing is, like, bro, how you moving like you this boss and that you so business savvy, bro? You're still
26 years old.
Promoter.
You said 26?
26.
Before you know, you're 27, then you're 28, then you're 45. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, that's the thing.
And then,
bro.
And then you look at the division, you look at 140 and the trajectory of 140, what's going on in there right now. The 135ers. Look at Abdullah Mason. Come on, you got the young prospects coming up in the game right now where you're going to show up when you're like 28, 29 years old trying to represent, and you're going to get laid out, man. You're going to get a Bernard Hopkins ending, and you're not going to even have, at least Bernard Hopkins has an undisputed title. He has Hall of Fame accolades. You don't have that. You keep trying to sell us that you're undisputed. Bro, you weren't.
He never was undisputed once.
Never.
What nobody say.
Never.
Right. He never was, bro.
Never.
This is a lie. It's a lie, bro. The record books is going to always say that you were a unified champion. Shut up, bro. Stop, man.
He's steady saying, because Derrick James at the Spence vs. Crawford press conference said, oh, Theo was and he took that and he even posted it when he said that. I mean, he did beat the lineal, but on paper, he was never undisputed, not once. That's why he called him email champ.
Terrence
Never
Crawford
was he undisputed.
Terrence Crawford corrected Derrick James too.
You know
he was like, nah.
Yeah, exactly. He said no.
Nah.
It's
me. It's me. Me and Clarissa. So
that's it.
Not him.
And that's all.
Don't bring
Clarissa
him up.
was the first American.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Clarissa, exactly. Yup.
Clarissa and then Terrence. Yeah, man. I think he's drinking the Kool-Aid. I saw even his father saw the monster that he created, and the father's trying to bring him back. But now he's shitting on the Pops a little bit, like telling the Pops to shut up. Pops like, you don't need to be doing this. There was a video of like a an all access of him getting ready for a fight, and Tio started talking crazy.
That was the last fight.
Yeah. And Pops came in there like, yo, I keep telling you, you don't need to do that. Like, stop. You don't need to talk about that. You asking for too many problems. He's like, Dad, man, it's controversy. Let me go.
Remember that? He was by the doorway, right?
Yeah.
I remember that.
So he don't even listen to his Pops.
Hey, y'all.
He too far off in the deep end, bro.
Yeah.
It's a rat.
Yes, sir. Hey, yo, Mark. God bless you, brother. Respect always, brother. You too, Claymore. Thank you so much. I'm gonna get up out of here now. I'm gonna upload my Theo video. I'm gonna wait till y'all are done. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying, y'all finish it.
I'm about to be done too. I gotta lay it up.
No, for sure. Everybody hit the thumbs up. This ain't my channel, but I can say something. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe to Super TV, man. All right, Canelo Alvarez is off. I'm gone.
Church.
Yeah, that's my boy. Shout out to my boy Southpaw, man.
Yeah, man.
But Lorenzo makes this point right here. It backs up what I was saying. You saying that 140 is low key stacked. I think 140 is the best division in boxing right now in terms of who's in it and all the talent that's in it. You know what I'm saying? It was 147 for me for a long time, but considering that Earl and Bud is moving up, and now it's just like Boots and there's a few other guys that's on the come up, I think that they falling behind. I think 135 and 140 is the divisions right now. And because 140 is low-key stacked, if Teofimo were to take a long layoff in this retirement thing that he's talking about, they're going to forget about him. You know why? Because there's so many other talented people in the division that occupy our minds, and we won't even be thinking about this dude no more.
I don't even think about him for real.
Why would we care about Teofimo when Rolly's fighting Ryan? When if Subrell fights Devin Haney or all the Richardson Hitchens fights Subrell, Gary Antoine Russell fight.
Gary Antoine Russell is a
sleeping giant. So many people.
Gary Antoine hasn't even begun to shake it up. When he starts shaking it up, forget it, bro. He hasn't even begun to really like shake it up. Like some people honestly don't know about him still, believe it or not. Some people know Gary Russell. When you say Gary Antoine, they think about Gary Russell.
They think about 126 like Gary. Yeah, they think about 126 Gary.
Yeah. So he hasn't even started shaking up, and he's 17-0, 17 knockouts. I mean, the division's gonna be crazy, bro. And the 135, you got people from 135 are gonna come up too. T.O. better find where he fit in, man. And this class right here, that's what I call it, right? This class, the 135, 140 class. They're going to end up in 147 eventually, bro. A lot of them are, bro. So it's going to keep going. They're going to carry it probably for the next 10 to 15 years. It's going to be about these motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah.
Look at Abdullah Mason.
Ryan talking about going to 47 and Devin talking about going to 47 after this fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is, bro. Like, that's going to be a thing. That's going to be a thing for sure. But I think we spoke about everything we needed to speak about for the night, man.
Yeah, I'm about to lay it out, man.
I'm about to get up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody that had came on the live today. Clay, I appreciate you coming on. Southpaw, if you still listening, bro, I appreciate you coming on. You are my brother for sure. And everybody else that came in. This was my highest viewing live that I've ever had on the channel so far, man. I think we hit as high as 72. And we got 62 people in the building right now, man. If you hit the like button, that'd be very much appreciated. If you support the channel, of course, subscribe to the channel as well. The bell notification, hit all, so you'll know every time I go live and post a video. You know what I'm saying? It was a solid fight tonight, man. Shout out to Ryan Garcia for the victory. You know what I mean? And I'll be back with a video tomorrow to discuss what's going on next with him. But until then, man, I appreciate everybody.
My channel too. You know what I mean?
Yo. Hey, I'd be remiss if I didn't. My apologies. I'm just in a rush to get up out of here. Yo, subscribe to the man Claymore Rain. You know what I'm saying? Eventually I'm gonna have, you know what? Next time I'm gonna screenshot your channel and I'm gonna put it up on my overlay so I can show everybody your channel, man. He's been making waves in the boxing world on YouTube, man. He's been on he was on Southpaw's live the other day, and he got a ton of support from the subscribers. I think he hit over 100 and then one live, man. So I'm telling y'all right now, there's 54 people in the building. If y'all not subscribed to Claymore Rain, man, you need to tune in with the man ASAP. Subscribe to his channel. Very knowledgeable boxing talk. I would not bring him on here if he did not know what he was speaking about. He has my stamp of approval. As always, man, very, very knowledgeable dude. So he has my respect. And if he got y'all respect, man, go subscribe to the channel. If y'all appreciate this real boxing talk, you know what I mean? If not, then we just not the people for you, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? But like I said, I'm gonna get up out of here. Subscribe to Claymore Rain. I appreciate you for tuning in, man. Until then, shout out to the nation, shout out to the mob. I'm out of here, man. Peace.